Call of Duty Zombies delivered, and I am all here for it. One of the last videos that I did at the beginning of summer was about Black Ops 6 and the opportunity that Call of Duty has to bring people back with a large majority of its fan base. Finally, after years at this point of mediocre Call of Duty titles, Black Ops 6 looks like it's in the right direction in terms of gameplay and a driven narrative experience. Yesterday changed everything for me completely with the release of Black Ops 6 zombie trailer and gameplay, and to a greater extent, the community as a whole. Of course, with every Call of Duty title, there's going to be hype around the trailers, especially with zombies and the fan base that we are in. But this one just feels different. It feels more polished, and seems to have more feedback from the developers directly inspired by the community. Even this year, I see multiplayer people reacting to the trailer and getting excited for it as well, which is a unique sight that I haven't seen since Cold War Zombies first launched. With Black Ops 6, Treyarch developers have specifically said that when creating this game, they took Cold War and Black Ops 3 as inspirations towards what kind of game they wanted to craft. And this, I think, proves the point even more, that they had dedication, time, and effort put into this game. Even just rewatching the footage makes me excited to explore the maps of Terminus Island and Liberty Falls with their Easter eggs, upgrading of guns, and camo grinds, as well as just getting back into that feeling of slaying the undead. Me and my buddy Ollie these past few weeks have been going back to Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 to do 2-player Easter egg challenges, as well as just pack-punch challenges on maps like Town, Nuketown, and Mob of the Dead. This has brought me back into some of the good old days of zombies, and that feeling of nostalgia for these old products we used to play so often. And what surprised me most about this release trailer was showing it to my friend Ollie. For the past few games, including Cold War, he just wasn't very excited about the zombies mode, and wasn't too in the know about certain aspects of the maps, and we barely touched Vanguard, let alone Modern Warfare Zombies. One of the first things, however, that he texted me after I sent him the trailer was this simple message. I mean, if that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does. And already, I know that there's going to be people in the comments section talking about how not to get too overhyped for the game, or else expectations for this game will be crushed from the actual results. But at least for me, after Vanguard had burned me, and I barely played Modern Warfare 2 and skipped entirely out on Modern Warfare 3, my bar was set pretty low in terms of zombies. Then we got that trailer last month along with the Black Ops campaign, and I knew almost immediately that this product seems like it was headed in a direction which I could sink hours into once more like the good old days. They've delivered on Terminus Island, and the aesthetic of the map itself, and they've also delivered on specific gameplay features which I think were really needed for this time. The save button feature was something that I had never thought about for zombies, but makes so much sense for high round players and other forms of gameplay. No longer do you need to worry about quitting a game when you're hours into it, or when you get disconnected from your party and having to restart an entire Easter egg just because of your Wi-Fi. The HUD options and availability to remove certain things like the minimap and zombie health bars is a great idea, and hopefully will bring that old school feel to the mode once more. And not to mention how they've commented on Black Ops 6 Zombies will continue to have round-based zombies throughout its life cycle and seasons. Even Codename Pizza, a guy who does multiple hours of zombie contents and streams, hinted that one of his new favorite maps was Terminus Island after playing it early.
Evil. Dries and dry. Redacted.
Now, a good portion of this could be just recency bias and the whole idea that a new product is something exciting and fresh for people to play. But at the same time, Pizza is one of the content creators that became a staple in the zombies community, and that has real dedication and craft in his streams and videos. I mean, he fell in love with Black Ops 3 and Killing Time, and he's even petitioning for this Gobblegum to return once more into this game. And it shows that he's excited for Black Ops 6 and the potential that it has. Now, there can be a whole argument about jumping on the bandwagon of a new game, and the hype that's involved, or even the whole argument that this might just be Cold War 2.0, which, of course, if you didn't like that game, you're probably not going to like this one. But for those of us who actually played Cold War and gave it a chance, I think this is going to be a great year for zombies. especially for a round-based and Easter egg game. They specifically said in the blog post after the reveal trailer that they're going to try to make the Easter eggs more akin to Black Ops 3 and a harder challenge for the more experienced zombie players, while later then releasing a mode which walks you through the Easter egg for newer players, which I think is a great idea. Even with all the hype that is involved, if Codename Pizza and other zombie YouTubers are invested in this game, I think it's a good sign that this is going to be a good year for content, and it seems very unlike Vanguard or the Modern Warfare Zombies situation as of now. We're hearing from more of the developers and more of the lead writers and directors, and kind of similar to the Zombies aspect of Treyarch. I'd also like to bring up another community, which is unexpected, but also is very aware of content drought and the idea of DLCs being lackluster in comparison to others. The Destiny community in particular is no stranger to this. Forsaken and Destiny is considered one of the greatest DLCs of all time for that game, while one of their recent ones, Lightfall, was a disappointment for almost anyone who played it. But what was observed, especially with the final shape looming on the Destiny community, was that Bungie delivers in the darkest of times, when backed into the corner from the community itself. I think this too is also similar to the Zombies community, with lackluster games that have plagued us for almost 4 years at this point, or even 6 if you want to count Cold War part of that. I think that we are on the road to finally having a Zombies game which is going to over-deliver on its content, especially with the time that has been given for development. So for now, yeah, call me hypocritical, but I am hyped, and I think this year will be a good year for Zombies and Call of Duty content. If you enjoyed this little discussion, please consider subscribing. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and with your help, there's a chance that we can get to that goal by the time Black Ops 6 releases. I do content like this, as well as many other video essays and games just for fun, to keep discussions going and share my opinion on things. And to all those who have subscribed recently, thank you so much for your support. It really means the world to me. So please consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.